XT8 Exact. The XT8 Exact minimizes the required finishing effort. The XT8, the thinnest cutting disc for angle grinders in the world, was developed especially for the processing of thin as well as high-tensible sheet metal. Due to the minimal thickness, the disc can more easily be inserted into the material and is the optimal tool for precise cutting. The XT8 Exact cuts considerably quicker and with less effort than conventional cutting discs. Less sparks and reduced dust generation are additional advantages. The reduced heat generation minimizes material distortion and bluing and prevents burning of the edge sections of galvanized parts as well as paint discoloration. Due to the thinness of a mere 0.8 mm and its smooth operation, the XTC8 cuts extremely precisely. The optimal handling, the clean, exact and virtually burn-free cut requires almost no finishing by the user. Not even when the XT8 is cutting through extremely hard materials such as spring steel, stainless sheet steel or pipes and profiles. For this reason, the XT8 is an absolute specialist for demanding repair work. The XT8 Exact provides a considerable reduction in workload for the user by means of less effort, minimal burr development saves time-consuming finishing, cool cut minimizes tarnishing of paint and material distortion, no lacquer discoloration. Finally, a cutting disc with which grinding is allowed. Rhodeus has found a solution to the problem and as the first manufacturer has designed an extra thin cutting disc with a thickness of 1.9 mm that can do both, cut very thinly as well as grind in a powerful way. By doing so, the XT35 Cross is the first cutting disc to meet the limit values for lateral loads of up to 290 Newton as specified in EN 12413. No other manufacturer has been able to achieve this with a cutting disc. A simple adjustment of the contact angle is sufficient and the subsequent scrubbing and grinding work can be performed without delay or the necessity of changing the disc or tool. And in a safe manner, 3 inner continuous fabric layers provide strong reinforcement and ensure a particularly high stability and the highest degree of work safety. This makes cumbersome and expensive tool changing unnecessary, as the combination of cutting and grinding applications can be performed without interruption. With the XT35 Cross, you will always have the right tool at your disposal. The XT35 Cross provides a considerable reduction in workload for the user by means of extra thin and precise cutting and grinding with a single disc. Perform cutting, deburring, chamfering, grinding work with a single disc. No change of tool required. No interruption of work. Alicet F Vision. More transparency in grinding. Processing errors can become very expensive when grinding high-quality materials with a flap wheel. Poor view on the workplace makes it impossible to control the material removal in a precise manner. This often leads to bluing and material distortion of the workpiece. Rhodeus provides the solution for controlled material removal with the flap disc Alicet F Vision. Constructed in accordance with the principle of a ventilator, the disc becomes transparent at high speed. The recesses of the Vision ensure an unobstructed view of the workpiece at all times and enable permanent checking of the work result during the entire grinding process, without having to interrupt and remove the machine in order to check the result. In this manner, during each step, the user can see where and what he is grinding. The cooling effect efficiently prevents the tarnishing of paint. Unwanted interruptions are prevented, work time is saved, efficiency increased and processing errors are reduced. The Alicet F Vision is a problem solver in all situations in which a high degree of processing comfort and optimal surface quality is required. The Alicet F provides a considerable reduction in workload for the user by means of free view on the workpiece, controlled material removal, improved surface finish, cool grinding. The FS8 Fusion, powerful and economic at locations that are hard to reach. Until now, there were no satisfactory processing methods for the grinding of tight locations and sharp angles such as fillet welds. When utilizing flap discs, for instance, only the overlap of the flaps can be used. A large degree of the grinding material remains unused and is therefore not economical for this application. Powerful grinding is hardly possible in this manner. An intelligent possibility is created with the FS1 Fusion, with which sharp angles can be processed in a powerful manner while using the disc in its entirety. And without the cumbersome changing of the tool, all with a single disc. The FS1 unites the long service life of a grinding disc with the fine grinding pattern of a flat disc. The fine grind work that is usually performed with a flat disc is no longer required, as the Fusion can be selected according to the desired degree of fineness. The Fusion has clear advantages in comparison with the flat disc, as it can be used just as a conventional grinding disc until it has been fully used. The FS1 Fusion provides a considerable reduction in workload for the user by means of simple processing of narrow grooves and corners, flat grinding angles for precise fillet weld grinding, economical due to the complete usage of the case of fillet welds, minimizes tool changes, freely selectable grain sizes, smooth grinding. All cut. Irrespective of what you have to cut, you have the right tool at hand. Purchase a dedicated diamond cutting disc for every type of stonework. From now on, that is a thing of the past. With the DG210 All Cut, you can perform all required work with a single disc. In contrast to conventional diamond cutting discs, on the DG210 All Cut the diamond grains are applied by means of SDL technology. For this reason, the cutting edges of the diamond grains are exposed and not hidden as they are on standard diamond cutting discs. The DG210 All Cut offers universal application possibilities. Irrespective whether handling concrete, steel, stone or PVC, with the DG210 All Cut you can cut almost all materials with little effort. This makes the cumbersome and expensive changing of tools unnecessary, and you will always have the right tool on site. 3 additional ventilation openings located directly at the cutting edge dissipate the heat generated during the cutting process and support the focused removal of the cutting material. High cutting speed with a long service life enables economic working. The DG210 All Cut provides a considerable reduction in workload for the user by means of high cutting speed, long service life, high degree of efficiency, cool cutting due to additional ventilation openings, universal possibilities for use.